The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Audio Show.
So let me just say that a lot of times us men are hurt men. There's a lot of pieces to this entire Denisha story, right? And I think we're going to get into it. There is the side of Denisha may not have been easy to deal with, okay? That's one aspect of things, which is great, and I understand that because trust me, I can understand when a woman is hard to deal with. I've dealt with some tough, women myself. However, no matter how tough the woman is to deal with, the onus is on you though to always find time and find a way out to reach out to the child, because at the end of the day is what it is. Find a way to get in with that child as much as you possibly can. Let's jump into this. Let's go.
Why don't Dad love me?
So she can't answer the question because some questions she will not be able to answer, right? She's not going to be able to answer these questions. Some questions your mother can answer, and sometimes some questions she can't answer. Some questions your father will have to answer, or another man who understands, because you and him basically share a certain telepathic level that you're going to be able to understand. It's like a woman can communicate with women. It's the same thing for men in some instances. She can't really, she's going to give an answer and she's going to do her best to try to protect him because, of course, she has that motherly touch. But there are some parts of him that is going to need coming from a man versus a woman. Tough, but it is what it is.
The man does not love himself, Kyle. He has no idea how to love if he can't love himself. It has nothing to do with you.
These are all great words coming from a mom, and it's what a mom was going to say. Ladies, it's no knock against you. It's what a mom is going to say. But there are certain things that you can't really tell a man. But it's tough though, and she's trying her best to try and talk to him. And as much as I think she's a scammer, which we're going to talk about at a different point in time, not that she's a scammer, but that there's some scam to whatever is going on here, son. She's not clean. Because I've been saying that too with people. I can see the lack of cleanliness, but I don't know if this is going to change her, or if this is going to stop some of the plans that she may have had before, right? But yeah, with a Kai and Kai's father, I said on the live that I'm not absolving Kai's father, regardless of how bad the mother is. I cannot absolve you from trying to communicate with the child. You must always try, no matter exactly what you can do, you must always try some way, somehow.
You are such an amazing child. And I spent every day of my life trying to remind you of that. You are handsome, you're smart, you have all these things going for you, you have so many people that love you. Do not let him get to you. He's projecting how he feels about himself onto other people. So just know, look up. Just know that this is not you. This is not about you, okay? You did nothing, absolutely nothing wrong.
So it's tough. It's tough. So the whole single mother thing of, single moms raising boys is tough because, it's almost like there are certain questions they're not able to deal with, you know what I mean? And it's tough to see a kid cry. It's like a single father raising a daughter, basically, And why I know this is a tough place to be, because I've seen my own kid at, in spaces like this, where there are certain questions I could only answer to a certain point, and I knew I could only answer them to a certain point because she would ask them again a different way, many different times. So I realized that I was not answering the question. And so what I had to do was I had to some way, somehow, kind of just let it go, answer the best I possibly can, but I'd have to allow time and space to do the best it can. What I would try to do is to give her other women who were great role models for her to look up to, so that way she could at least use that as a marker to help her, you know?
I don't want you to feel like it's your fault, because it's not. Some people are just not capable, and he's one of them. This was not, I didn't plan for this to happen. We just playing the hand that is dealt. Okay? So I don't want you to feel down about it. Okay? You have so much love. Enough love. Enough love.
So you can tell she has been through a lot of struggles with her one son. What I don't know is if some of the scamming that Denisha has done, she's done it because she's doing it out of survival. That's the only thing I don't know though. Like, for example, when she does the Momo scamming and those things, if that's just her survival instinct that she just hasn't switched off. Because you know, certain things you can switch on and certain things you can switch off, right? But you just don't know when to switch them on and switch them off. And so I don't know if that's what it is. Again, I'm not trying to make an excuse, friends, but if they give us this in the scene, I'm trying to see what's the purpose of them giving us this scene of you know, her and you know, Big Kai, you know, to find out exactly what it is, because we're seeing the motherly strength inside of things. You know, I'm okay with them depicting the father the way they depicted him, and here's why I'm okay with it. Because while there are good fathers out there, there are some fathers out there who have not made it very, very, who has not given a very good image of black fathers. There are some good black fathers, don't get me wrong. Some black fathers do them thing. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the next side of the audience who has not depicted a very good image of black fathers. And you have to highlight that as to, you know what I mean, that these men exist. Yeah. So, and it is what it is, and black men have to take that, right? Like I said to some today, I said it's one of those things we have to eat. Just like when we talk about a black mother, and you know, and we mentioned some things about black mothers. Well, there are some things about black fathers that a black man like me will have to take. It is what it is, you know. But great scene. I like the scene. Very powerful. Shows the strength of the boy and his mother. The question now is, you know, will he become a better, which I'm thinking they're gonna be playing that. Will this make him a better man? Because sometimes moment like this make you a better man because your mother, you know, some way, somehow gave you so much love that it was great. Now, of course, there is the other side of the puzzle where you need some level of tough love in there. So of course you need a balance between the two. But it's very interesting. This scene is just it's one of those scenes. So the question to you, the audience, is could this be baby Anthony? Is this who Anthony was, which is why Anthony is the way he is now? That's the question you have to find out now, you know. Is this the way Anthony was? Why Anthony is the way he is now? Why now him a little more, what you call it now? You know, him do with women, and the way you see him behave with women, and him always want them to do this for him and do that to him. So that's why I said to you that him need a man, because him need to there is a male side of him that needs work. So I'm wondering as well if, while we think about the scamming, I'm wondering though as well if Denisha really needs Anthony to basically balance her out, because there are certain parts she can only go to a certain point, and she has realized that she can only go to a certain point, but there's a point where a man needs to take over. Interesting topic. Give me a take, like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.